Hey guys, Lloyd here. Welcome back to the channel. And if you're new here, in this channel, we mainly talk about camera gear, desk setups, some tech-related content. So if you're into this kind of thing, make sure that you hit the sub button. And yeah, today, first video of the year, I want to go over some of the desk accessories that I use on my setup that I think you should consider getting for your setup too. Let's start off with a desk mat or a desk pad or whatever you want to call it. They come in different sizes and finish, so it all comes down to your preference. Desk mats are a nice addition to anyone's desk as it gives that nice contrast and separation on your setup. In my case, I'm using this extra large desk mat from Grovemade. I love using big desk mats like this since it not only gives a good look on the desk, but it also adds protection to my devices. As a creator, I almost always put my cameras on my desk, and having a big mat like this protects the gear and also the desk from scratches. Now, most of us have a bunch of devices on our desk that at some point needs to be charged. That's where this Anker prime charger comes in. Instead of having multiple cables and power bricks plugged in, it can deliver up to 250 watt output across the 6 ports. That's 4 USB-C in front and 2 USB-A at the side. Excellent choice if you need to charge multiple devices simultaneously. It also comes with this LCD display that shows some useful information like your charging status, how fast your charging speed is. You can also change what you want it to display between the charging stats or even just the date and time as it sits nicely on your desk. You can navigate through all these settings using the dial on the side. There's also an option where you can select which port or device you want to prioritize when charging. If you're someone that spends a substantial amount of time on your desk, make sure to get yourself a wrist rest. Specifically, this Carpio wrist rest by Deltahub. I've been using one since 2020, and I honestly can't go back to using a mouse without this. It's one of those things that we can easily disregard, but I'm telling you right now to invest in this, and your wrist will thank you down the road. It elevates your wrist just at the right height for the perfect ergonomic position. Also helps prevent fatigue on your wrist during those long work hours. The build is nice and it can pretty much glide smoothly on any surface. Just a heads up that it will feel weird at first and may take maybe a week or more before you get used to it, but once you do, there's no going back for sure. They also have a version of this if you're left-handed, so make sure to check them out. Now let's talk about secondary displays. This is mostly for non-ultra-wide users. I think having a secondary display is a must. Doesn't matter if it's a full-size monitor or one of those portable monitors. I've used both and I love both. I currently have an LG dual-up monitor, which I think is the best secondary display you can get because of the form factor. With a 16:18 aspect ratio, it's like having two 21-inch monitors stacked on top of each other. That real estate is very nice, especially when I'm editing on my main monitor. I can easily drag the files or folders from the secondary display while keeping my editing window on full screen. It's also perfect for just having some reference materials while I work on my main monitor. No more switching between programs and windows. But if you're someone who likes symmetry on your desk and doesn't want to have a secondary monitor sticking out, then a portable monitor might be the one for you. You can just have it right below your main monitor. It can pretty much have the exact same use case at a much smaller footprint and a much cheaper price. I used to have a 15-inch portable monitor that I used in that exact same configuration. Unfortunately, I broke it, but now I have this Innocn 15.6-inch Oled monitor. It only has 60Hz refresh rate. Could have been better, but for my use case, I think 60Hz is more than enough. It can be powered by a single Thunderbolt cable or use it via HDMI to a mini HDMI cable if you want to. And since I don't really have a desk setup at home anymore, this is the monitor I use at home with my Mac Mini. The colors are nice and vibrant, and it comes with this magnetic stand so I can easily have it up anywhere I need to. Next is a monitor light from BenQ, and I've been using BenQ monitor lights for years now. I started from the BenQ ScreenBar, then moved on to the ScreenBar Halo, and now the ScreenBar Pro. Just like most monitor lights, you just mount it on top of your monitor using this universal clamp. And it also doesn't matter if you have a curved, ultra-wide, thick, or thin monitor. The clamp has different points to make sure it can be mounted on a wide range of monitors. Having a light like this on top of your monitor saves space on the desk, and that means less clutter. It's also very nice to have this light if you're someone like me who loves working in a dark environment. It minimizes eye strain. BenQ claims zero glare from this light bar, and I can confirm that with all the BenQ light bars I've used. One thing that makes this light bar different is its presence detection feature. The light will automatically turn on when you approach your desk and turn off if it doesn't detect any movement for 5 minutes. I also like the fact that it has 16 different brightness levels, so you can really dial in that perfect lighting condition. Or you can just press the auto dimming button and the light is smart enough to adjust to the perfect ideal condition for you. On top of that, you can save your favorite setting using this button and also adjust the temperature that ranges from 2700 Kelvin to 6500 Kelvin. Lastly, but might be the most important part of my desk setup, is the Caldigit TS4 Dock. It comes with 18 ports, so let's take a quick look at them. You get an SD and micro SD card slot, 2 USB-C ports, a USB-A port, and a 3.5 jack. All that in front of the dock. The bag is where it gets busy. You have 3 Thunderbolt 4 ports, this one for the host and can deliver up to 98 watts, which means it can charge your laptop while plugged into this dock. You have DisplayPort 1.4, another USB-C port, 3.5 audio out and audio in, 4 USB-A ports, and a 2.5 gig Ethernet port. So I use the dock. For me, and maybe for most Mac users, I have basically everything on my desk connected to it. SD card slot is a must. When I used to have speakers on my desk, it was connected on this dock too. When I use my portable SSDs, this is where I connect them. In short, if you're somewhat of a power user or if you need to connect multiple monitors and peripherals to your computer, this dock got you covered. Personally though, I wouldn't suggest buying this right now as Caldigit just released their Thunderbolt 5 Element Hub, which means that the Thunderbolt 5 version of this dock might just be around the corner, so better wait for it if you can. I hope you guys got some ideas from this video. For now, these are my must-have accessories, but you all know that things are always changing when it comes to desk setups. And I also want to hear what your must-have accessories are, so make sure you put it down in the comment section so everybody can see them. I just love hearing what others use, so let's get that going. I'll have everything I talked about linked down in the description. And again, thank you guys for watching. I'll see you on the next one.